It's the year 7071, 12th of June. Your name is Janota, and you are returning home walking along a road by a nearby stream. It has been raining heavily for the past few days. Even now, the sky isn't clear blue, and drops of water are falling down on you, just as you glance something unexpected by the stream. Something shiny. You turn towards the shining place and discover that it's some sort of circles made out of a yellow metal, probably brass. They are most likely buttons, and so you decide to take a few for your son, as he loves playing with buttons from his trousers. Now at least he will no longer cut them off his garments. There was a few men from the village cutting grass on the field nearby. You knew that they had sons as well, so you let them know about the buttons so that they may take some as well. There was enough of them after all. But by the title of the video, you probably guessed that these weren't some brass cheap buttons. No, this was gold. In fact, Janota just stumbled upon one of the biggest treasure troves of golden coins in Europe. Hello, my name is Zairi, and let's have a look at a story of treasure from Podmokly. After Janota and the other men took the buttons home, kids were playing with them daily on the village streets. After some time, a local merchant named Padzner took a closer look at the toys and realized that this was real gold. Golden coins, in fact. There was a famine going around 1771, and when the villagers heard what Padzner just confirmed, that they found a golden treasure, they couldn't do anything else but celebrate. They took the rest of the coins they found by the creek and celebrated so heavily that the news spread around the county faster than any other gossip. Sadly, it didn't take long until the local lord heard about it. Feudalism was still a thing in the Czech lands at this time, and so the local lord, Karel Egon heard of his villagers finding a golden treasure and thought that it must belong to him. He sent his curator named Kaspar Růžička to get all of the golden coins for him. Kaspar didn't only take administrators with him, but also armed guards. When they arrived in Podmokly, Kaspar demanded all of the found coins to be returned so that they may be given to their lord. Who didn't want to talk was beaten until they wanted to, until they heard so much they snitched on their neighbors. And when people kept their silence, the guards broke into their houses and looked for the coins themselves, under floorboards, inside barns, everywhere. When they were confident they took most, if not all, the golden coins from the villagers, Kaspar forced Janota, or maybe other men, to show him the place where they originally found the coins. They dug there until a bronze pot was found, the source of the gold. When you count all the coins that they dug from the ground, stole from the villagers, and even those few that the villagers managed to keep, there was almost 5,000 golden coins in the golden hoard of Podmokly, making it one of the biggest hoards of golden coins in Europe. The laws at the time went as follows. The treasure should be separated into a part that goes to the state, part that goes to the lord who owns the land, and a little bit to the finder. The people of Podmokly got absolutely nothing. The state at that time was ruled by Maria Theresa, who was generous enough to give her part of treasure back to Egon. So Egon ended up with the whole treasure in the end. A year later, so in 1772, he decided to make every single person who likes history mad, because his idea of a great plan was to melt all of the golden coins to create new ones. Not only coins for Maria Theresa, but also new golden coins that had his portrait on them. He got a special permission from the Empress herself so that he can transfer his gold into coins with his face. Maybe the name Egon fitted more than he wanted to. Only a few coins survived this, and even lesser made their way to museums. But now you may think, where were the coins from? It was well established by now that the hoard was Celtic in origin. The nearby oppidum of Starodonice was probably the source, dating from 1st century BCE. The coins were well known for their shape, similar to shells. They were therefore called golden shells. Coins similar to these were popular among the Bój tribe. The pot could be both a classic treasure hidden before bad times, as 1st century BCE saw the aggressive Germanic tribes enter the Czech lands with the goal of plundering it fully. But there also was a theory about it being a gift to the gods. Celts tended to sacrifice important parts of their treasure to their deities. Or it could have been a bit of both. The Celts wanted to sacrifice to their gods so that they would help them keep Germanic tribes away. We will never know. The Treasure of Podmokly is just one of many, but I really like its story in a tragic way. At least we can hope that in these days, if a treasure like this is found, at least it won't be used to make coins with a guy named Egon. Thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.